guys, Brago Killer. I want to take this chance to go over a new cook kit that I got. You know, I love do-it-yourself gear, and most of the things that I carry cook kit wise are things that I made myself or kits that I put together myself. This one's a little different. I got this one from a buddy, Reeperz Outdoors, and Bucky Beaver sent this one to me. And you can PM. First of all, if you're not familiar with Reeperz Outdoors channel, you need to check him out. There'll be a link somewhere right here, and it'll be an annotated link, so make sure you enable the annotations and make sure you click the link that's on your video screen right now, that's inside the player box. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at this kit that he sent me this morning. Stay with me. And so check out the craftsmanship on this nesting cup with a cooker. That's just awesome. I made the little lid out of the top of a bean can and just a green stick of maple, but that's not the special part. I also got one of these custom fire steels from him, and these things are awesome, man. I got the one with the long lanyard and the skulls on it because it's really cool. Hold on just a second, I didn't know it was tied in a knot. And you know, the lanyard's long enough for you to throw sparks with it on the lanyard. And it's got a cypress handle that he handmade. Just a beautiful piece of work. Got the skulls on it. And you know, you can loop this thing, kind of offset it, and loop it, you know, like this around your belt loop, and kind of offset these guys a little more than that so they don't clang together, and you can hang that on your belt as a dangler chain and carry it right in your pocket there. So it's very nice. Long lanyard is very, very versatile. Nice, some kind of monkey fist type knots in the paracord, and this is just the outer sheath of paracord. But just beautiful work. You know, he makes all this stuff. Just that's a beautiful fire steel set right there. I think these were $35. But anyway, you can contact him for the prices on this stuff. Back to the cooker. Of course, the great thing about this is that it all nests together. Stove, burner, spork, rag, all goes in the cup. The cup goes in the stove stand. Windscreen goes in the cup, although this acts as its own windscreen when you're in alcohol mode and it's not too windy. If it's gale force winds, that's why I added a windscreen. But this rig here, this little stove, is basically, he cut it out of another one of these cups, I think. And he designed it to use like this, with a chimney type stove or a, you know, carbon felt type stove. And I don't use those. I don't need those. This weighs, you know, a milligram and it cooks everything I need to cook just fine. That's a Rainbow stove, by the way. Check out Rainbow Hiker for his design on that. But I mean, you can see how it's made. There ain't nothing to it. But anyway, I use it upside down. By the way, I burned some twig fires in this, and it works awesome. Just like that. Build your little fire, scrape your coals up, set that over it, set your cup on there, and add a few sticks. Very, very, very versatile kit here. This is awesome. But anyway, I burn it just like this, and no matter how long you burn this, if you fill that all the way up to the seam, that thing will burn for 25 minutes. 20 minutes anyway. No matter how long you burn this handle will not get hot when you use it in this mode. It will not get hot. My 8-year-old son, after this thing burns for 20 minutes, can come over here and grab it and pick it up, and I love that. But anyway, awesome kit so far. So let's make some calls. And so, I always check my wind. Which way is the wind blowing? Wind's blowing this way, so you want to turn this opening away from the wind if you're using alcohol, toward the wind if you're using wood. Tricky to get it in that sweet spot when you're using it upside down, but that's what you get for doing things backwards. Alright, so let that burn for, that's the rainbow stove. You guys know, I mean, if you guys watch Rainbow Hiker, you know, let it burn till you start seeing bubbles. And I got bubbles. That's a full bloom. And you set your can on there, set your billy can on there, put your lid on it. And here in about 10 minutes, we'll have some hot coffee to share with you. When the wind gets to really pushing. Now, some of your flames are going to come out of there. When that happens, just ease my old windscreen around it like so. Not too close though, because this thing burns with high temperature, keeps a lot of the heat in on your stove, and it'll literally boil the alcohol out of the stove. It'll boil it, it'll steam it out in flames, and you know, this thing will burn that much if you get it windscreen too tight on it. But that's all the better in wintertime when it's cold. That thing's gonna stay bloomed easy. Setting up off the ground like that with that stainless steel around it close like that, that stove, you can burn, I bet you can burn that stove at 0 degrees Fahrenheit with no problem. Anyway, water's almost hot enough for a cup of coffee here. By the way, boil times are in this mode are 8 to 9 minutes, and burnout with 1 ounce of alcohol is 13 to 15. Maybe a few minutes longer in the wintertime. I've only tested it in summer so far. But, you know, having the versatility of, you know, you could burn Esbit, you could burn wood. I've used it with wood several times and it works great. That's where the discoloration came from, is when I burned it with the wood fire. Alcohol, wood, as you know, solid fuel, all works with this get up right here. And, that's a big deal for me. So anyway, I'll get back with you when my coffee's done. Anyway, that's soup. And I'm so jonesing for a cup of coffee, I ain't gonna wait for it to boil, and I don't like to boil my coffee anyway. So that's soup. Good to go. Set that off and let that cool. So we'll get one last look at my favorite new kit with my coffee fresh off the burner and my finger on the handle. And I'm telling you, I'm not toughing it out to try to fool anybody, guys. That handle is not hot at all. It's not even remotely hot. My 8-year-old son could pick that up. So I like that. Anyway, I'm enjoying my cup of coffee here, made with my new Reeperz Outdoors kit, and I got a few grains in there, so I'm still waiting for the shit to sink. But you know, this is a great kit, multi-fuel capability. It all nests together with everything I need to cook with inside. You know, throw that in my 1 egg wonder in my pack, and I'm good to go. I've used it a lot. I used it on a 20 mile, and I used it on 5 days at deer camp last week. And you know, I burned this thing, test burned this thing, and used it for real probably 50 times now, and boy does it work great. One more side note though before I leave you, this and this alcohol stove do not mix, guys. You're gonna knock that alcohol stove over eventually, and you're gonna burn down the whole place, especially under a tarp. Man, use a lighter, dude. Denatured alcohol is volatile stuff. If you knock it over and it's burning, it's going to catch everything on fire that's burning, you know, that it touches. And dangerous stuff, man, in the woods. Be sure you're not trying to throw sparks. I mean, if you can do it in a controlled manner and get your sparks to go over there where you ain't jerking around, that's fine. But I mean, I've literally seen people do this, you know, with an alcohol stove, and you're just asking for trouble. Bic, baby. Use the Bic on alcohol stoves. Catch you on the next one.